Hello, 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 hello. Hello. How you all doing? Hope you're all good. Hope everyone's feeling blessed today. Everyone's having a good Sunday. You know what I mean, mate? You know what I mean? Yes, yes. Let's see who's in the building today. Let's see who's in the building. So, final episode of season freaking 4 of 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, Tell All Part 3, episode 17. Oh boy, and then tomorrow is the beginning of season 6 of 90 Day Fiancé for the 90 days. And then the new journey begins. But hey, let's start off with our manners. First and foremost, hello everyone that is here. Hello everyone that is here after the live stream. And with that being said, we got Talalia. How you doing? Lady Miss Good, how are you? Momo, Topaz, Barbara, Nicole, Bobby, Chanel. It's been a long day today. I've been in the sun and I am actually acting a bit weird. And how you doing, Kaylin, Jaxby, Rory, Louise. And yeah, but please do make sure you start by hitting that like button. Please, please, please smash the like button. That'd be very nice of you. That'd be very, very nice of you. And yeah. With that being said, let's not waste too much time, man. Let's get into this. Let's see exactly how this all went down last week. Let's prepare for the new season.
Where are you, my love?
I'm the governor now. I want to see this ass.
Who's the ass?
Probably me, because I asked him a question.
Yeah.
Shut up, your mouth is ass. This ass.
Daniel le gusta ser muy dominante.
I agree.
They think that you carry his bowls in your purse.
If he wants to be the patriarch, then he needs to pay all the bills and also know cook and clean. Yeah, like.
Tell us about this ex-boyfriend. What happened?
Yeah, I had an ex-boyfriend that I had dated for 5 years. And then she told me that he was sending her all this stuff, so I went to his house and kicked the freaking door into his bedroom. I was like, what the are you doing? Why do you have pictures of me? What are you doing sending them? I said, where's your phone? I crushed his phone and I ran like hell.
This is wild.
Somebody's lying here. Like, one of you is lying. I'm having a hard time figuring out which one it is, but like this story is not adding up.
And which one do you think it is?
I am Team Jamie on this. If you guys aren't married, you've never met in person, and you disappear on me for 20 days, I am considering myself single again. Like, I don't know if I'll ever hear from you again. How long am I supposed to wait?
How did she know if you were even going to come back?
We talked 5 days later, and everything's fine, but she never mentioned that she'd talked to somebody else. If she was so happy with this person, she started talking, why the hell she contact me?
Really, right now? Ojalá me hubiera quedado con esa mujer.
Okay, well, one person who had serious reservations about this relationship was Chris's mom, Mona. We invited her here to hear her views on their split. Please welcome Chris's mom, Mona. Hi, Mona.
Hi.
Mona, you had reservations from the very beginning.
Yes.
Why?
I really thought that Jamie was looking for a sugar mama, and I didn't blame her. I thought, well, she wanted better life. She wants more out of life. She's looking for a relationship that they can have that together, and that's what I thought.
What red flags did you see at the beginning of the relationship that
All
made
the money
you
that was
think
going that way.
from the very beginning Chris was sending Jamie money?
She was using her PayPal and sending it for me because I didn't have a PayPal. Yeah.
Your mom was sending the money?
Yep.
Mona, how much money were you sending?
It was a lot of money.
Ballpark.
Yeah.
Ballpark. Give us a range.
Thousands of dollars.
She said about 10.
I think that's probably. Every time it was Jamie needs groceries. Jamie, and the apartment was a big deal. But, they both had good dreams, but they didn't dream together. I think Chris really, here's how I'm going to put this, loved the idea of Jamie.
I agree.
I'm sorry, Anne has my move in PayPal. It's here, I don't know, Mona, 190. And here, 200.
These are payments that
I
you're
guess
sending to
that's
her?
what she's saying.
550 del pago de la renta cuando Chris vivía aquí. Ahí están los millones de dólares que me enviaron. $1,740 en total.
$1,740.
I'm confused because you said you paid $10,000 in 6 months.
I
When we're in the green
paid
room.
over $7,000 in the time I was there.
Chris, do you have receipts for how much you spent?
It was on a bank account I no longer have. Because they thought somebody stole my identity.
Eso no es posible. Aquí eso todo lo pagaba yo. Cuando fuimos a comprar su medicina por su dolor, quien pagó fui yo.
All right, as we've seen, finances have always been a sticky topic between Chris and Jamie. Let's take a look back at one of those heated exchanges.
All right, boom. Let's see what you're all saying in the comment section. We definitely don't need to see. Boom, bam. Right. Okay. So, welcome to the stream, Zombie. Brent L, Raja, Angel Light, Erin Tay. How are you, Kelly? Okay. Right. So, let's have a look here. Big bad Chris. She huffed and she puffed. And she was super high. Chris is a monster. Chris is so mean. Gabriel's facial expressions look very feminine. I mean, Gabriel is biologically female, so it probably makes sense. You can't change everything now, can we now? But hey, it is what it is. I agree with Veronica on this one. And childlike. The way Chris is sitting all laid back into the chair is really rubbing me the wrong way. God damn. I mean, Chris. Oh yeah, I can't stand her. Chris is giving me such a headache. Why did Chris have all these problems, but none were brought up, i.e. drugs? Very true. Jamie got the receipts. Yep. She just lies so easily. I'm telling you, that money never made it to Jamie. Oh, 100% it didn't make it. I agree with that one, to be honest with you. Chris's issues upon issues, mess upon mess. I don't buy what Chris is saying at all, but carry on. Ooh. Chris has spent all her money on drugs. Mona enables her. Mom probably does enable her. Chris is a professional victim. All facts. The bank would still have info on closed account. That is a very good point. The bank would, wouldn't it? Somebody made a point. I made a point where I said that I wouldn't be surprised if Chris was using a mum's PayPal account to send herself money. Because in reality, someone who's a potential alleged drug addict, they would do anything to get money to be able to keep filling up the supply. So I wouldn't be surprised if Chris was sending money from her mum's PayPal account to herself. But somebody in the comment section made another point. They said, what if Chris's mum was sending money to Chris the whole time and she had no idea? What if Chris gave her mum the wrong bank account details, pretending that it'd be Jamie's, already it was hers, and in reality the mum was actually giving money to her daughter this whole time? So those are two theories there that, you know, could easily be right, but also could easily be wrong. I do not believe Chris worked day and night. Of course she didn't. Someone somewhere said she may be a dealer with people breaking into her house multiple times and her son's situation. You never know. You never know. Yes, please remember to hit that like button, everyone. Thank you all. Yes. Liking the video helps us grow on YouTube. Liking the video helps us tap into the algorithm. Yes. And also commenting as well as much as you can on the live stream and helps us a whole tremendous amount. And subscribing pretty much helps you be notified that I'm here. To heck with the money. Sean never addressed the issue with Chris putting her hands on Jamie. Moving Mad, you need to be the host and those questions. Because do you know what though? I tell you what, Sherry, right? Yeah, I had this idea, and you know what? I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it right now. This is the idea that I had, and that I had an idea and I didn't do it, but now I have. Now I'm gonna remember it. Who remembers what Chris's Instagram account is? I've got the name of an Instagram account, but I am going to actually once I figure out what her fucking Chris's. Can somebody let me know what the Instagram account is? Because it's not her bloody name, is it? It's not her name. It's just something else. Once I figure it out again, I am going to DM. I'm going to request comes on conversation. Probably gonna say no, but nothing wrong. Ask it. Nothing wrong with asking. You know what I mean, mate? I have found it. I have found it. I have found it. I have found it. So I'm going to see if I can get her to want to appear and have a conversation. And we're going to see what's what. Yes, I have found it. Right, with that being said, I think Chris mixed up narcolepsy with narcotics. Yikes. Yo, Desiree, that's the whole. I think Chris mixed up narcolepsy with narcotics. That's a bad one. If she had a legit narcolepsy diagnosis, she'd have no driver's license. I mean, listen, you got your points there. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. I'm saying, like, I didn't think of that one. I didn't think of that one. That's a good one though. Let's have a look here. Didn't think about her getting money from her mother. Chris, her mother neighbors her, and at the end of the day, her mum will defend her because she's a daughter. Facts. Hello, how you doing here? 90 sips of reality. Welcome to the stream. If you do not know who 90 sips of reality is, please, if you can go off and follow. If you can go, I don't know if it's a woman, but please go follow or a group of people. Please go and follow 90 sips of reality to keep up with updates of anything that goes on. The 90-day cast members, you know, it's definitely a place that I get some of my information. Be grateful. Please go check them out on Instagram. It's a woman. It's to be confirmed, but it's a woman. I mean, I decided to use a pronoun instead of like them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because nobody is addressing Chris, putting their hands onto Jamie, I want to see if I can get her in a conversation. I'm going to ask her the question. I'm going to say, hey, you! Tell me right now, why did you put your hands? What was going through your mind? Let us know. But that's if she replies. But anyway, with that being said, let's continue. I'm gonna message you right now.
After hearing all of this, Tim?
Neither. They just
Veronica?
Jamie. But also neither because they need to not be together.
Debbie?
I believe Chris, and I think Jamie's lying.
Osama?
I try to understand, but I understand nothing.
What I hate about this whole situation is that I think they really wanted this. I think the idea of it was beautiful. I think that Chris really wanted this to work, and quite frankly, I think when she got to Columbia, it was just way more than she thought it was going to be. You know, I think it was not the dream she thought it was going to be. And I wish Jamie nothing but the best, truly. But I wish more for my daughter.
Okay. Well, Mona, it has been a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your opinion. Thank you so much. Tim and Veronica, as always, thank you very much for your viewpoint. And I'm going to let you head backstage. Jamie and Chris, do you two have just any last words for each other?
No, because no matter what I say, she's going to have some remark to it. So there's just really no point in it.
Jamie, any last words you want to say to Chris?
Yes, I'm very worried about your mental health.
Yeah, that's the disturbing I'm talking about. I could have thrown you under the bus, but I didn't. I chose the high road, but you had to be disrespectful. Shocker. Ugh. Yes, exactly, you are.
Well, Chris and Jamie, even though your relationship did not last, we certainly appreciate you sharing these very vulnerable moments.
Thank you.
Oh my God, Chris and Jamie, the heck is going on? Like,
craziness.
it's really hard to figure out who to believe, but you know what? Chris had lots of convenient excuses
For how she didn't have proof. But also, I got strong Jennifer vibes with Jamie. And I will say that, and I know exactly how that goes, where, you send 500 and the next day they need 1,000, and it just keeps happening. And I guarantee you that there was probably more money than just that PayPal showed. There was cash. I guarantee you there was, Veronica. You don't keep a girl like that for 2 years for $1,700. You don't.
I know we ended things on an emotional note, but Nicole and Mahmoud, I want to circle back to you. While Nicole is the most important person in Mahmoud's life, a close second is his brother, Ahmed. We're going to welcome him on now to share his thoughts on this very tricky relationship. Ahmed, thank you so much for being here. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. So what do you think is the main reason why they have many arguments?
They know nothing about each other before. Now she know how to do in Egypt. He know American how to do. It takes time.
Ahmed, do you think that Mahmoud is too hard on Nicole?
No, I don't think so. And Nicole know well. When she have any problem, I'm her brother first, not his brother first. She knows this. If she tell me he make any mistake, I can talk to him. I can change. I can fix it.
Well, most couples typically prefer to keep their arguments private, but one of Nicole and Mahmoud's fights was so intense, it spilled out onto the busy streets of Cairo. Let's take a look back at that moment right now.
She's always something. I'm tired of it.
You gotta stop doing that, okay? Listen to your
Nicole, how does it feel watching that?
It just kind of brought me right back to that place, right? I remember that day very well, and it was maybe the most challenging day we had.
Ahmed, you had a hand in mending the relationship after this incident. Have you seen that video before?
I know what happened before I see. No one between them till stop. If they stop 1 minute, no talk, come down, I think it will fix it.
I think I took some things personally that maybe I shouldn't have. And I feel like we've gotten a lot better about that. He has I mean, look what I'm wearing. Like, I don't know, that's huge.
You know, I think about the same thing in my own relationship because I have similar experiences, and I wonder if it's going to get better or if it's going to get worse. Because, like, sometimes men who are very set in their ways, when they're exposed to other types of cultures, they can grow, and sometimes it makes them dig their heels in even more. That's going to be a lot of responsibility for you, and it's going to be really hard emotionally on you, and I just want to know if, like, you're prepared to take on that role.
Well, this is something that I've been thinking about, so I've had plenty of time, you know, to kind of come to terms with the level of responsibility that this new venture will entail, I guess. But he did it for me, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's another issue between you two. At one point, Nicole discovered that Mahmoud had been chatting online with at least one other woman in a way that even Mahmoud admitted.
Sorry, I think Chris has been like, I don't know if she's been receiving like some sort of like aggressive messages, but when I send a message, it actually says here invitation sent. You can send more messages after your request has been accepted. So I can't even send like multiple messages. Just I must have done something to my account. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Interesting. Let's see if she replies. And we can take it from there. Let's continue with this shambolic madness. Let me see what you guys say in the comment section first, to be fair. Real quick, before I continue with where we're at. Tim better be quiet because I do be getting different vibes from him too. I mean, I can't stand Tim, to be honest. I don't like the guy. I don't know why they keep bringing him back. He has no replay value. Literally, the guy is just a waste, man. Send 500 next day. Send 1,000. That's how. You're referencing something else that I missed. She may only accept messages from followers. Oh. Who knows? But let's see. Shall wait and see.
Wasn't appropriate. Take a look.
Why you go to my phone? Like, I left my phone there while you check everything on my phone. You think it's okay?
No, I don't think it's okay.
No,
but I think it's about as okay as you having chats with girls.
I never did.
Oh, really?
What I did?
How old are you? What are you doing? Did you make it back to your hotel okay last night?
Okay, can either of you explain what happened there?
Mahmoud, you want to go ahead?
You first, ladies first.
Fadali, Mahmoud.
Why do they think it's funny?
Not true, it's just like she sells some stuff, and they were chatting for getting some stuff from here. And somehow I asked, how old are you? I know I should don't ask that, but I did.
What kind of TV do you like to watch? Oh, how old are you? Oh, what are you doing right now? Who asks somebody like that you're trying to buy some TVs from, like, you know, how old she is and what she's doing and you know, this kind of stuff.
Wait, so he was having a professional conversation with this female, and now that he's asking her what her favorite TV show is?
It started professional, and then it slowly moved into this, like...
Into this, like, what?
I don't know what it was, right?
Who was the woman?
I don't know, some girl from China.
I just ask you 2 questions, I should not.
No, it was more than 2 questions, Mahmoud. You definitely crossed some lines there.
No.
Yes, it was totally inappropriate, and you know it. What kind of TV shows do you like? Oh, I watch Egyptian TV and sometimes American TV.
I don't get why they think this is so funny.
Me parece que en ese momento su actitud es demasiado irrespetuosa. En un tema como estos no deberían haber risas.
I think he's embarrassed. That's why he's laughing.
I don't know if like this sometimes when we are sad, sometimes when we're sad or fight, we laugh.
Cry, we laugh.
We laugh.
When we die, we laugh.
This is how we are as Egyptian. Even if we have some hard time, we just love to laugh.
I think it's nervous laughter. I don't think they aim to hurt Nicole at all. I think it's nerves and kind of confusion. It's not malicious laughter.
Mahmoud, how would you feel and what would you do if Nicole was talking to another guy online?
I'm not going to be having an issue.
Let me tell you something. I think you're so scummy. Words from my wife. Mahmoud has everything in a man that I would never want. You're never gonna change. My advice to Nicole is to get a divorce. You can find somebody that has the same views as you.
You see, it's a joke for them.
You know Mahmoud well. You tell him change what?
First of all, how many times did Mahmoud ask for a divorce?
Reply my question. Don't ask me another question.
He has qualities to change.
I ask you now. Listen to me.
Cuando me siento cómodo. Fueron pareja. Tuvieron relaciones.
Of course it's not, because you're never going to change. You're never going to change.
Listen to me. I didn't ask you to change yourself. So you don't need to ask me to change myself because you're not my wife.
You're not going to change, and that's fine. So, Gabe, what would your advice to Nicole be? My advice to Nicole is to get a divorce. You can find somebody that has the same views as you.
You know what though? A lot of people are always saying that Gabe gives off very feminine vibes, where he is and all that kind of stuff. You know what though? I'm starting to see more and more. I mean, I saw it before, to be honest with you, but like, wasn't really looking to really get into that type of conversation, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a sticky one these days, you know. You don't know where you kind of say it, right? But I'm gonna say this anyway. A man would never tell another man, or nor would he ever tell a woman to go and get a divorce. In fact, a man, most of the time, wouldn't ever even really waste time getting involved with another man's business with his woman as well at the same time. And then there's something else that Gabe said, right? I forgot what he said now. Hold on, I need to play it back. Because he said something and I was like, really? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Change.
It's okay. It's no big deal.
Okay.
Of course it's not, because you're never going to change. You're never going to change.
Listen to me. I didn't ask you to change yourself. So you don't need to ask me to change myself because you're not my wife.
You're not going to change, and that's fine. So, Gabe, what would your...
Yeah, it's that bit right there. When man said you're never going to change. You're never going to change. Like, I won't lie to you. I've only ever heard... I've only ever heard lines similar to that from female, to be honest. You know, like a man's worst nightmare, right? Not worst nightmare, but one of a man's fears is when his girl has got his friends' jealous girlfriend. You know how some women in this world always have girlfriends around them who are like, he ain't this, he ain't that, you should leave him, he ain't never gonna change, he's always treating you like this, he's always treating you like that. Yo, that's what females be doing, you know what I mean? Like, that's what women be doing, you know what I mean? Like, I've never associated myself with any man in this world that's ever been like, yo, bro, man, like, she ain't never gonna change, she's always treating you like this, that. Nah, the man in my hair. You know what a man would say? I'm not lying to you. A man would say there's various things that a man would say, right? It's gonna get a bit sticky because I don't want to trigger the one, but a man would be like, listen, bro, she's gonna keep moving mad. I tell you what to do, right? Yeah, just keep smashing until you get bored, and then once you get bored, just leave. Men are savages like that. Men will think about, how can I profit from this woman first and foremost? That's what I'm saying, like, a man isn't gonna tell you to just leave her, It's gonna be like, listen, you know what, bro, man, you might as well just start seeing other women, you know what I mean? All right, you know what I'm saying? Men be moving on a madness level, you know what I'm saying? A man ain't never gonna tell another man, leave her, man, she ain't never gonna change. Nah, he's gonna say, just keep smashing to as long as you can. I'm telling you, like, that's how men be. But Gabe is like, talking about, she ain't gonna change, Yeah, that's a woman's advice right there. That is predominantly a woman's advice. Like, this guy's hella feminine. I'm just saying. I just gotta put it out there. So women, just know this. When you're upsetting your man and he's going off and still talking to his friends about his relationship with you, if he's one of them guys, understand that his friend is telling him just to keep giving you the... And then when he's bored, just to dash you. All his friends are telling him, listen, bro, man, you might as well go and get yourself a side thing. I know you don't want to leave her because you love her and she's the mother of your children and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, okay? I know you like that, so you know what? You just stay with her, right? But I tell you what, each time she annoys you, call me, we'll go to the club, Kobe, we'll go to this place, okay? We get a couple of honeys and we'll do our damn thing, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, bro, it'll make you feel a whole lot better. I'm telling you, man is not gonna tell you to leave his girl. He's not gonna. The only time a man will legit say to another man, you should leave your girl, right, is if that man wants your girl. If he wants your girl, he's gonna tell you to leave her so he can have her at some point after you left. Guaranteed. Telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. Men be moving on that madness level. I don't know any guys that's ever said to any. Listen, if I've ever, I do be fair. I'm private though. I've never actually gone to my friends and complained about my girl when I've been with her. If I've got anything about it, I'll probably say like once I broke up with her and it's been like, and we've had we don't even talk, we're disconnected, you know what I'm saying? We're just having a random conversation about something, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I just got a whole lot of men in trouble right now. Big times, ladies, just know this, yeah? Just know this. Make sure you keep your man at all times. They say, is it happy wife, happy life? Nah, happy hubby, loyal hubby. Unhappy hubby, unloyal hubby. If you've had an argument, it's disappeared for hours upon hours, and he's out with the boys. I am causing carnage for no reason. I am so evil. Yeah, I made myself laugh.
Advice to Nicole be?
My advice to Nicole is to get a divorce. You can find somebody that has the same views as you. You see, it's a joke for them. There you go.
Because you say what?
For the record, I'm just joking, ladies. I'm joking. I'm joking, ladies. Okay, don't worry. That's not how men behave. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking. Okay, but generally speaking, a man would never necessarily tell another man or woman to leave their partner. Generally speaking, a man's man would never tell someone to leave their partner. Generally speaking. And they would never say to that person getting leave, you know what I mean? To be honest, a man's man generally would try and help you solve the issue and see if they can help you solve the issue. That's what a man's man would generally do, to be honest. They wouldn't do anything that I just said. I've just been a minder merchant. One of those days.
You know Mahmoud well? How you know Mahmoud? You tell him change what?
First of all, how many times did Mahmoud ask for a divorce? If you keep asking for a divorce, then do it.
He changed for you or for Nicole?
I think that he has.
You see, exactly, Topaz. You said it there. You said that. You said. I believe that men don't leave. I see. Now, I'll be honest with you. Like, generally speaking, like, men don't leave a relationship because when a man is connected to a woman, he never wants to leave. Like, I promise you this now, right? If a man leaves you, right? If you've been with your man for a while, you know, you've been together for a couple of years or something like that, right? If a man leaves you, it means you've done something generally wrong. Guaranteed. Because men barely leave relationships. Look at the numbers. Most divorces are by women. You know what I'm saying? Okay, most breakups, women do it. Women leave men way much more than men leave women. You know what I'm saying? Okay. A man will stick in it for a long time. If he finally leaves you, just know you messed up big time. That is a genuine fact. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know what I mean? Okay. Even if, you know what I'm saying, like, just kiss Madzie, please know, we know you're not joking. No, I was playing. I mean, don't be wrong, there are men out there that do that, will get us a little side ting here and there. You know what I mean? But that's not a man's man. A man that will go out there and get a side ting or sleep with other women, that's not a man's man. That's just a waste man. I'm saying he's a guy who's got issues and he needs to humble himself. That's not a man's man. A man's man will always be loyal to you no matter what. But if you break his heart, trust me, you are broken heart. Guaranteed. I'm telling you now, guaranteed. You don't need to agree with me. I'm letting you know. You disagree with me doesn't change a goddamn thing. I'm telling you the facts. The woman that leaves the man more because usually it's because he's cheating. No. No, it's not. That is not why women leave men more. It's not because a man's cheating. I promise you now, there are more women out there that stay with a man that is unloyal than there are women out there that leave a man because he's cheating. Guaranteed. I'm telling you now. Guaranteed. That ain't it. I'm telling you now.
Qualities to change.
I ask you now. Reply my question. Don't ask me another question.
Nicole, you're here to find somebody with an open mind that has the same beliefs as you, because you guys don't have the same beliefs.
Let me ask this, Nicole, do you and...
Okay, I'm the last one to address this. I got dumped by my fiance on Valentine's for a mutual friend of ours. I was paying all the bills. What do you think that means? That doesn't mean anything. Just because you was paying of the bills, it doesn't mean that there wasn't something else that you wasn't doing wrong. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you may have been paying all the bills, but you see that mutual friend. Question is though, what was that mutual friend bringing to the table that you wasn't? You gotta think about. You gotta think about. You gotta think about. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, if he left you, like, but then again, no, hold on. Let me try back. No. He wasn't a man's man, he was a scumbag. There's a difference. I'm saying a man's man. No. So the guy that you was with, that left you, he was a man's man. Yeah, no, he was not a man's man. He was a waste man. He's them waste men. I'm saying there's a difference between a man's man and a waste man. There's not two different things. That's what happened. Yeah, he was just a waste man. It's just that simple. I was just about to say I had an ex and we were together for almost 3 years. When social media really picked up, he got back in contact with his ex and began a relationship with her behind my back. Big times. He's got issues. He's got issues. Yeah, he's got issues. Yeah. I'm gonna leave this conversation. Now. I don't want to start. I don't want to spend the stream being a therapist. You know what I mean? Like giving you guys your reasons of why why it didn't work out. Let's move on. The fact is, the good thing is that these men that were in your life, they've gone now. And that's the main thing. They're the past. They're trash. Keep it moving. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Mahmoud have the same beliefs about how a Muslim woman should act?
No, we do not. He's incredibly orthodox. I'm not.
Time change everything sometimes.
Mahmoud, when you come to the States, are you still going to be telling Nicole what she should wear?
I will keep asking. If she do or not, it's back to her. But I will keep asking for this. To cover her body, I don't like it. People see her, my white body. This is me.
Osama, how do you see their relationship? Do you think they can have a successful relationship?
Yes, if she understands him about his evolution, or study Islam a little bit so we can understand his actions.
Sí tengo una pregunta para Nicole con todo el respeto, pero si tú te consideras musulmán, ¿por qué estás vestida así? Estás hermosa. Pero sí quiero entender por qué entonces estás vestida inapropiadamente para tu cultura.
Because I am not like orthodox, I don't believe that the clothing has anything to do with my.
Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for super. Very much appreciate Topaz. Really appreciate. Thank you so much.
Religious beliefs or my spirituality or anything, and I will continue to do what I want, say what I want, wear what I want, and I don't give a like what anybody thinks about that. Like, there's more than one way to be Muslim. There's more than one way to be religious, and I don't care. Like, if you think that I shouldn't dress the way that I want, like, I don't care.
Anybody's religion is between God and you.
1 minute she's inappropriate, then the next minute you're saying she's fine.
Why he asking his wife? Just because he want to push his wife to do good.
Well, he acts really different when you're not around. And then you won't be around when he's in America, and he acts really different when you're not around. That's what everybody's questions or concerns are about. Yeah, so you like that right there, childish?
1 second. I'm just like, I didn't like it what happened because it's making my wife sad and cry. This is why I try to be nice to everyone. Nothing more. Okay? So don't say because it's my brother here, I'm just trying to be more nice. No. It's because I don't want to make my wife sad. Just it.
So you're being fake for your wife?
No, I'm not fake.
Why can't you just not be an asshole just to not be an asshole? Like, why do you have to do it for someone else? Like,
That's
just don't be an
judgmental.
asshole.
That's very judgmental.
Perhaps, but...
Nicole, did he apologize to you?
Yeah.
I was wondering if he apologized.
I did, yeah.
Well, on that note, Ahmed, thank you for joining us today and sharing your insight.
You're welcome.
Nicole and Mahmoud, we wish you guys the very best, however the future looks.
Thank you.
Nicole and
Mahmoud,
Mahmoud.
man, this has been a ride of a relationship.
No lie, I cannot believe they're still together.
Everything just turned. We saw a side of him I don't think we've ever seen
No,
before.
he can only behave when he's with his brother.
I feel really bad for Nicole. I don't care what language, culture you're from. Laughing at someone when you see they're heartbroken is not okay.
Like, no, I don't think it's cultural at all.
I don't
But
either.
you know I have a really bad nervous laugh.
Yeah, but with something like this, like you just told your boyfriend that you've been talking to another guy, you're gonna nervously laugh.
I mean, I don't know, but like...
That's disrespectful. That's the only word for it.
I want to loop back in with Gabe and Isabel. Gabe's family is very protective of him. No one more so than his younger.
I really don't see the point of Tim and Veronica, to be honest. I don't know why they're here. It just makes no sense. I don't even know why they always have this need to bring in like two people from like a previous past or whatever, and they bring them in to have comments. Like, I don't understand the concept behind that. And they always bring people who don't even have their life together. Like, yo, like, I mean, how are you bringing in? Can we make sense out of it though? Why do they bring people from the past And to make it worse, these are people who have arguably still look very unsuccessful in their own life in relationships, but yet they're bringing these people to come in to have a voice. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Bizarre to me, you know? Like, why can't they bring in, like, experts? I feel like if they're gonna bring in people to have, like, a voice or an opinion or whatever, you should bring in, like, 2 people who are experts or, like, dating or something. I don't know, man. Or match, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, brings people that are, like, that have some sort of validation, not people that don't have validation, you know what I mean? Like, it's just backwards. Like, honestly, like, them bringing in 2 people from the past to have comments is as pointless as them having Sean as the freaking host. They're all use uses each other. If I'm not mistaken, in the 2nd or 3rd episode when Nicole was packing and talking to her folks, she spoke the reason for converting was because the more she learned about Islam, she loved how loyal. Maybe she probably did say that, and she's obviously backtracked it, but that's what she does best. I like how she's starting a movement. Oh, Nicole, always. Nicole should have just remained a Christian. She probably wasn't even a religious Christian in the first place. She should have just become like, I don't know, non-religious. The followers were, and how beautiful the religion was, and she wanted her children to have the same religion as her mother and father. She talks about childish, but she's the one wearing onesies. Where did that come from? Welcome to all the people that's joined the live stream now. You know what I mean? Make sure you like the video. Why does everyone on this show dress like they went to swap? They went to swap meat for their outfits. Need to bring in super fans. Yeah, feedback from viewers with past experience. You know what they need to do though? They need to do that thing though, like where they bring up tweets. They bring up tweets that have happened throughout the season, and then they put them on the screen and say, well, this viewer asked this question, this viewer asked that question. You know what I mean? Like, or even like a live, you know what? No, forget that. They should do like a live tell all, to be honest, you know what I mean? Okay. And it's a mixture of viewers tweeting and stuff and asking questions. You know what I mean? Like, that would be nice. A nice, like a good 2 hour live stream or something like that. Maybe 3 hours. I don't know, right? That would be nice. You know what I mean? Like, where the first hour and a bit is just the host doing her thing. Well, not really doing her thing. She doesn't do anything, but you know, allegedly doing her role and all that kind of stuff. And then boom, the last hour is just pure questions from the cast members. Or like do the thing where viewers can go in. You know what I mean? You know, like a Ricky Lake setup, whatever, like Dr. Phil setup, but there's an audience. You know what I mean? And the audience, whoever turns up gets to. They'll be like, you know, okay, we're gonna take questions now from the audience. Put your hands up. You know what I mean? People will put their hands up. You know what I mean? They'll be like, yeah, so you tell us. Da 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 da. So my question is, why haven't they? But then again, though, if they did that, they would probably recruit people to be in the audience for them to ask questions that they want us ask. To be honest with you, but then again, at the same time, they'll probably do that with Twitter too. Either way, though, I think bringing in like a live audience would be sick. That would be quality. I'd be there, man. I'd be there. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the first one there. I'll be like, hey, ask me a question. Hey. I'm like, everyone, put your hand down. I'm going to ask all the questions, okay? Humble yourselves, okay? If you got any questions you want to ask, give them to me and I'll ask them, okay? I'll be the spokesman for everybody here. For sure, they only allow pre-approved questions. 100%. 100% it would be pre-approved questions, you know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest. These people are too sensitive. They cannot take the pressure from logical viewers. Exactly. Idiot.
Sister Monica. That's why Gabe was so devastated that Monica chose not to attend his wedding. Monica is here now to talk about the impact this has had on their sibling bond. Please welcome Monica.
When I went to Colombia for Gabe's wedding, Gabe and I ended up getting into a heated argument, and he ended up telling me that I was the reason that all of his past relationships have failed. And so ever since then, our relationship has been estranged. I feel like by coming here today, this is the only way that I'm going to get Gabe to talk to me about the situation that happened.
Why didn't you come? You could have shot me in the face and broke my leg, and I...
How are you doing?
Good. I missed you.
I miss you too.
How long has it been since you two talked?
Well, we talk on a regular basis.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. You message me every day. We send memes every day.
We send memes, but we don't talk.
Yeah, but that's how we keep in contact.
When was the last time you called me?
I don't want to talk on the phone every day.
All right, I want to talk about the wedding. Gabe, why do you think she didn't come?
I don't know. I have no idea.
So you have been sitting not knowing why your sister didn't come to your wedding?
No, but I don't dwell on it.
Wait a minute, I cannot believe
I'm a mean
you
sinner.
two did not talk about why your sister did not attend your wedding.
Because it's sad. I'm so non-confrontational. I don't want to have an angry discussion with her. I know that we both have our views. She's very stubborn. I'm very stubborn, and it's gonna go nowhere.
Okay, Monica had concerns about Gabe and Isabel's relationship from the very beginning. Let's take a look back at some of her opinions and Gabe's reaction to finding out Monica wasn't coming to the wedding.
This new tattoo, is that like to prove?
She said something about me and Isabel having problems, but every relationship has problems.
The reason, Gabe, that I didn't show up and the reason why I was hurt was because you said to me that I'm the common denominator in all of your failed relationships.
No, I said, why is it that every relationship you always have a problem with somebody? Why didn't you come?
Because of what you said.
I know, but Monica, you could have shot me in the face and broke my leg, and I would have still went to your wedding.
Monica, there was no possible way that you could pull yourself together to go to your brother's once-in-a-lifetime wedding. There was no way you could.
I got my hair done for 2 hours. The entire 2 hours, I was bawling my eyes out. I hopped in the shower, I went and I pulled my dress out, and then I'm like, I'm not gonna show up like that.
Do you regret your decision?
I mean, of course I would love to see him get married, and like, obviously, I don't want to offend Isabel. I don't want to offend Isabel or her parents, because I think they're amazing people, but like, I'm not gonna show up to your wedding crying.
I'm sorry, though. Like, I
feel like we don't.
You know what though? I didn't pick up on this the first time, right? But I picked up on it now. Why did Gabe actually move from his seat all the way to the other side? I find that very, very strange. Did he really need to move from his seat to the other side? That's what I want to know. But before I continue with that, thank you for the super sticker there. Just keep swimming. Hashtag Dory. I wanna just keep swimming, keep swimming, my nose is stuff, you know. I know my stuff. Yes. But why did he move? Because it's like it kind of gave me vibes of like I'm picking my sister over my wife. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. I know that wasn't the case, but it was just so weird. Like she didn't ask you to move over there. She wasn't crying. She wasn't being emotional. She didn't need you to come over there. And even when he went over there, you didn't even like cuddle her or try and like comfort her. You literally just moved over there just to sit next to her. Like, what was the point in that? Like, shouldn't you still be sitting next to your woman? I know she's not actually here, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just weird to me. Doesn't make sense. Still wondering how a dress being made for Monica without any of her measurements. That is very true, though. That is very true. Maybe they measured. Maybe they measured Gabe. Maybe they're like, well, Gabe and his sister are probably the same, so we'll just measure him, and you know, and we'll just add like whatever bra size she is. Maybe that's what they did. They used him. I don't know. You never know, right? Because it is odd, isn't it? Still is ridiculous. You did not go. Exactly, Lisa. I agree with that. I think he wants to show alliance with his sister. But alliance didn't tell off again. I don't know. Finally caught alive. How you doing, Candace? Godson. How you doing? She is Gabe's blankie. She's Gabe's blankie. Yep. Man like Jacob Spartan with the slick comment. They all being told what to do. This is not reality. If she was a loyal person to those she loves, she would go either way. I think the show is a big part of her personality. That is very, very true. Very true. You know what I mean? I thought he was sweet. He went over. Why do you think he was spinning over? He went over for no reason. Like, what was the logic?
No, but I feel like
I just want to know that you don't think that of me. That's it.
No, all I thought is that, like, I want you to support my relationship.
And I did. With the first date.
Yeah, but Monica, every single girlfriend I ever had, you always throw shade. And you're like, oh, do you see how she did this? Oh, look at this.
But
look at her, this.
But we didn't have that issue.
Remember that night when you said, oh, you and Isabel have problems? If this is an issue, you know, you said something nasty about her, and I got so upset.
The thing with your mom, I'm like, her.
Oh, I'm here now. She's like, I want to leave.
That's not, and that's not at all.
Yes, it is.
Gabe said, well, she just got here. She's gonna be so mad. You're gonna cause problems in my relationship. And then that's when I made that comment. And I said, if this causes problems in your relationship, your issue is not me, it's your relationship. That's where that comment came from. My brother is telling me that I'm the reason for his downfall and all his failed relationships. Does that not hurt? Like,
I never said that you're the reason for a failed relationship. I said every relationship that I was in, you always have a problem with.
What's the common denominator? What's the common denominator in all my failed relationships? You. And I said,
no,
what?
I never said failed relationship.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Well, Isabel, do you accept that explanation? Do you think that is a good reason for her to have missed her brother's wedding?
Por la ausencia de Mónica ese día. A mí me dolió mucho y hasta el día de hoy yo siento que ella debió haber pensado mejor ese día.
I think that I'm having a hard time with this. Like, if you're really upset about something that he said, why not just be like, hey, you said this thing. You really hurt me. I'd like to talk about it.
Because Gabe doesn't like to talk.
First of all,
this is why we're here.
The whole... Okay.
Yo puedo entender que Mónica esté molesta. Creo que esta es una pelea entre hermanos porque algo sucedió. Pero creo que es una forma muy fuerte de vengarse por parte de Mónica de no ir al día especial de su hermano.
Monica, what was the role you were supposed to play at the wedding?
Any role.
But wait, didn't you guys have a role for her?
So in the end, we ended up saying that her and my mom was gonna walk me down both.
I don't lie to you, yeah. I'm gonna have to skip these two because I can't listen to these two again, man. Like, I just found this whole this back and forth stuff just boring. Like grow up. Like, I mean, he didn't say this stuff, but she didn't do this stuff, but he did this, but she did that. Man. Like, this is the oddest thing to bring onto a storyline that's meant. Like, let's just deep that the show is called 90 Day Fiance. It's meant to be a story between you and your fiance. Why are we here listening to two siblings going back and forth about who's right or wrong? Like, bruh, like, this isn't what I don't know. This isn't like Siblings of War, is it? It's like a whole different show. I didn't turn off for Siblings of War. If I wanted that, I would watch something called Siblings of War. I don't know, man. This is just some ridiculous. Like, this is nothing to do with 90 Day Fiance. Like, on their own, like, come on, who are these two, man? Mommy, please introduce mommy. Mommy. I got time for that.
My castmates, I feel like there's some real emotion to process. And in terms of Rishi and I right now, I'm feeling irritated and upset. Today I had a lot coming at me from Rishi's mom.
देखो पूरा होते चलो साल 6 महीने का वो होता तो हम हाँ कर लेते लेकिन हमने सुन के और सॉर्ट हो गए हम तो इतने उम्र को.
So you're only accepting proposals that are 6 months to a year with an age difference? I mean, that's just...
आप इतनी स्मार्ट हो कोई वो नहीं है आप में कमी बस एज की कमी है नहीं तो हम ही स्वीकार कर लेते ऐसी कोई बात नहीं.
I didn't think I was that disappointed, but this tidal wave of emotion just hit me. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. What happened? Hearing his mom say over and over, like, she's too old for you, she's too old for you, she's too old for you. Like, you! Like, you said it. Like, it's not nice. You acknowledge it's not nice, yet you keep repeating it. Hey.
Yep.
So I'm calling you right now because I got really emotional about something. The thing with your mom. She thinks that I'm too old, you know, and I'm like, her, okay? Like, it's just so hurtful. Do you get that? How hurtful it is to me? And I would like you to convey that to her. And then if I ever hear her say that ever again, we will never speak again. Never. Never. I would like you to convey that to her. And then if I ever hear her say that ever again, we will never speak again. Never. Never.
She's not aware like what she's like saying over there because she's like proper housewife. She don't know how to talk like the people. Their intention don't want to hurt you. On behalf of her, I'm feeling sorry.
I don't know if this is a viable relationship because that's your mom.
I'll be definitely in your side.
But you're not even willing, like, I feel like you should have had this conversation with them before. Like, please don't point out the fact that she's older than me. You know, could you just be kind?
I definitely make them understand that what she did, this is not good, that you always like tuning on her age. Trust me, and I'm literally very sad about it, and I'm on my knees, like I can do for you anything. You are my other half.
I just need some time, like, let's talk about this later, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? This whole thing with his family is making me second guess whether I can be in a relationship with Rishi.
Can you hear? What's going on? Is that Jen talking?
Yes, and he's upsetting her, and they're making her feel bad. You know, I wish I could get over there and use these boots for something. It's like, okay, you know, Rishi, bring it on.
Yeah,
he's a coward, but if he was here, we'd make him man up.
Do you think that relationship is gonna last?
Like, do you see them getting married?
Because he says they're engaged, she says they're not, right?
He has to be willing to go against what his parents want.
Well, at
And
least
so,
tell them.
Yeah.
He's not man enough to stand up against his mom.
And move out of his mother's
Right.
house.
I'm not impressed with Rishi at all. To me, he's like two-faced, and it's like he's not true to himself at all.
Sorry to interrupt everyone, but it's time to go to set.
Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Do or die. To the set.
All right, boom. Let's see what y'all saying in the comment section, man. Let's see what y'all saying. Rishi didn't even stand up for his own mother when Jen showed nothing but disrespect towards her. So how would he defend Jen? Exactly. He hasn't. This guy has no backbone. He has no backbone. Rishi answered the phone saying, "Yo, set me." I know when he man was like, "Yo." Like, yo, if a guy answers the phone to you by saying, "Yo," he sees you as a friend. Guarantee you. No guy is going to answer the phone to his girl, to his woman, like, "Yo." That's a lie. I mean, maybe someone is it a possibility? I mean, for me personally, whenever I've answered the phone saying, "Yo," it'll be to my friends. Where I ever really answered the phone saying, "Yo," not that often, but when I did, it'd be to my friends. Never would be to my girl, to be honest with you. That's a peak one still. Yeah. I mean, ladies, let me know, how does it feel like if you ring your partner and your partner answers the phone by saying, "Yo," how are you gonna feel? I want to know. Does that make you feel friend zone? Like, how are you gonna feel disrespected? Like, let me know. How does that make you feel? I'm interested in. Why does she even care? She's trying to marry his. Is she trying to marry his mother? That's a good point. Rishi is pitiful. Jen's empty threat. Exactly. Proper housewife. I'm sorry, but her face is strong. I'm not too sure what you mean by that. Baby Chris got. Oh, you're way back. Be kind. She didn't name. Wait. Be kind. She didn't name call you. She said you're old. She's not wrong. Facts. Facts. Where are we? I just lost where I was. Just Jen needs to work on the problems she has with her age. There is nothing wrong with his mom not agreeing with her age. She doesn't know India is a different culture. That is very true. Very, very true. Very true. Sorry, but I believe Osama when he said that they had an agreement. She used him to sell jewelry, art, and be on the show. Very random. We didn't even speak of Osama. He just came out of nowhere. Rishi's set to leave the building. I would say yo too if she was rude to my parents. Yeah, but he said yo way before that. That's how he answered the phone. Yo. Jen was very rude, and the cast members still act like Rishi should have stood by her. Facts. Makes me feel like he is disturbed and live 90 day. Disrespected and friend zoned. I would have thought that that's how women feel. It's like calling. It's like answering the phone. "What's up, dog? Hey, listen, I'm telling you, man. If I call my boyfriend and he said yo, I'd think he's busy." I hear what you're saying there. Nah, man. Like, yeah, if I say yo, boy, it's a peak one. Peak one. You know what I do on purpose, though, right? I did this on purpose. Women hate this. Put on buddy. It was kind of buddy. It was kind of buddy. It was good, buddy. Hey, I love that one. That's my favorite.
About her age difference, so that's why she felt like very bad, and she was like crying over there, and I was also crying.
Why was he crying?
Yeah, what made you cry?
It's like so painful, like to someone because
Jen's back now. Hi, Jen.
Hi. Okay.
I heard things have been a little rough.
Yeah, a little bit. This is the most emotion I've seen him so far. Like, you can tell he's hurting because you're hurting.
I appreciate how empathetic Rishi is. Like, that's a really good man.
He can defy his mother in a tactful way, and I hope he does.
Hey, babe, like, I know it's not your fault. I acknowledge that, and I'm really sorry that, like, it's making you so upset.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I have a question. Does Rishi want kids? see, here's the thing. The conversation is all about mum says that Jen's too old and Jen can't provide kids, right? But does Rishi want kids, though? Because, you see, if Rishi does want kids, but he's wasting his time with Jen, you know what that means? That means he's legit only entertaining Jen just for fun. Nothing else but for fun. If he knows he wants kids, he's not gonna really dedicate himself that much to a woman that, you know, that can't give him that. Yeah, that's a sticky one. We gotta think about that one, don't we? Yeah, Rishi digging into his eyes to find a tear. Exactly. See what I'm saying? Like, if he wants kids now, exactly. So that means he doesn't want Jen. He's never been serious about Jen. Understand? He just likes to have an American that he can whenever she flies abroad. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same as Summit. You know what I mean? You know what? Let me not talk about Summit. Let me not say that one out loud. I was about to say something about Summit there, you know, but then I realized, like, I mean, to be honest with you, like, oh boy. But then again, though, if I'm Summit, am I really gonna be with America? Am I really gonna be with the Jenny's Biz just to clap the? Yeah, that one's a sticky one. Indeed. Yeah, I don't know about Summit. Summit's suspect. I don't understand that guy. I think he must really love Jen, to be fair with you. He must really love Jen. I mean, he went all out. He married and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's a madness. Rishi wore it much better than Chris. Oh damn, you went there. Oh damn. Rishi wore it better. Oh yeah.
It's okay.
I'm feeling like the whole worst thing happening just because of me. That's why.
No. I mean, you weren't the person that said hurtful things, you know?
So, Jen, obviously, this is the most emotional that I have seen you two, really since the beginning of your story. Where does the relationship stand?
I don't know if this is like something that we can get past.
I think Johan is a gentleman, and when you bring an ex into
standing right now,
don't know how can I express things here. She is upset and she is crying just because of me, so it feels like very bad. Like I can't make.
Johan, after spending less than a month living together in Dominican Republic, Danielle declared their relationship was done due to problems with jealousy and a lack of respect. Let's see where they are today. So, Danielle, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy is the marriage now?
Dime. Some days it's a 20, some days it's like a -5.
Ooh, okay.
It depends on the day.
Let me ask Johan.
Algunos días 8, otro día 0.
What seems to be the biggest issue today, Danielle?
I think that all of our issues are rooted in communication. I think that's our biggest problem. Like, I think they manifest as money issues or as jealousy issues or, you know, as issues around other things, but I think it's all about communication.
En la relación hay algunos problemas. Está la comunicación y está también la confianza.
You don't trust Danielle or Danielle doesn't trust you?
Un poco de los dos.
The last we saw you guys, you were like, I'm done. That's it. What happened after that?
Yeah, I think I'm never really done. I think one of the things that drives Johan crazy is like, I'll say something, but I may not mean it. We're both very emotional and we get very passionate when we feel things. And sometimes we say things that we don't really mean in the moment. And then once we reflect and we think about the situation, I think sometimes we can be a little bit more reasonable.
Okay, we are going to bring out Tim and Veronica. I know they have a lot of thoughts to share on Danielle and Johan, especially about how an ex has gotten in the middle of their relationship. Please welcome Tim and Veronica. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hi everyone. Hi. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
Okay.
I'm so happy to see them.
Why, do you think they're Team Danielle?
I would hope that they're Team Danielle.
Okay, who knows? They might be Team Johan. Okay, so Tim and Veronica, are you Team Danielle or Team Johan?
I'm team they're a good couple and just have some issues.
Okay, what do you think is the biggest issue in their relationship? Both of them said communication and trust issues. How do you see it?
We had actually mentioned the same thing about the communication before, because I don't think that either of you have had like bad intentions.
But I also feel like you've got two pretty
I'm not being funny, right? When they asked the question, are you Team Danielle or Team Johan? And Tim said, I'm Team that they're a good couple. You see what I mean? Why did they bring these two people out here? None of them, why? How are they a good couple? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, tell-alls have become, they went from being like top of the notch to now just being the most pointless of them all. Like, I just don't see the point of tell-alls anymore. They're just pointless. They're meaningless. Can't stand the way Danielle waves the money around, pretending she supports him. So she's in charge when she's broke. Very true, Celery. Very, very true. The toxic queenness of Danielle, exactly. Interesting that she went live 3 days before the tell-all with all of her accusations, exactly. And then after that, backtracked. Danielle is just a very, very, I don't know what she is, man, but she ain't right in the head. She's right, and most of the communication issues on Danielle's part, she's too much, and he's bossy. Agree on Tim and Veronica's statement. Why bring them out? Exactly. Come on now. I'm Team Humanity and Common Sense. I mean, common sense doesn't happen, and humanity doesn't happen in this show. So you might as well forget about being on that team because it's not on the show. I can say that for sure, for sure. What couple? Exactly, Susan. What couple? Like, come on, man. I think Tim is a producer. I mean, it makes sense though because all of this is garbage. It makes sense. Tim would make sense on that one. Didn't Tim say if you're a good couple or not? Wait, if they're a good couple or not? Didn't Tim say if they are a good couple or not? This is how I remember when watching it. Nah, Tim just said it just a second. You didn't hear that? Nah, he said they're a good couple, man. He said they're a good couple. They just need some work. Right, what's going on, Rishi? Welcome to the show. I sent you a link about Scott from 98. Alright. My emails. Is Pillow Talk really paying that bad that they got to do this and pretend like everyone? Pretend to like everyone, exactly. They couldn't pay me enough to pretend to like these people. Danielle still hasn't done a live with any proof, like she said that she would do. Oh yeah, I'm aware she hasn't because otherwise you'd have had it uploaded by now. I went in and I was like, "Where's that upload? Where's it at? Where's it at? It's not here. Okay. Maybe it doesn't happen then." There is no chance of that. Even Danielle, man. Boy, you never know though. You never know. You never know. Danielle communicated about her bankruptcy or not moving out to the USA with Johan. Of course she didn't. I like Angie and her man and this young woman who married this guy, Israel. Tim and Veronica missed the mark with Danielle and Johan. They missed the mark with everything. Everything.
Strong people, you know, that are opinionated, and neither one of them are backing down with their beliefs. So it's actually, that was kind of a problem with us, right? Like, who's going to be the pants wearer? So, you know, that obviously can be an obstacle. I lost. You know, I put up a valiant effort.
It's true. Well, every couple has occasional fights or disagreements, but in Danielle and Johan's case, their time together was filled with everything from minor arguments to major blow-ups. It has had them questioning if they really were right for each other.
I think because it was the first time I saw how cold he could be. And I love his family so much, and I didn't want them to see that. And I was really upset that he humiliated me in front of his family, and I think I could never show face in front of them the same way again.
It's still kind of wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really thought about it. I could have laughed out.
Johan, You see Danielle here, very emotional. I think a lot of people are wondering, why didn't you thank her at the birthday party?
Aquí tú no puedes venir a hacer lo que te dé tu gana y que salir con el pareja, estando casada con tu esposo. Yo no.
I don't think one thing has anything to do with the other. You know, I feel like that was a separate issue. We could have had that conversation any other day. You know, it didn't need to infiltrate the birthday party. I feel like it was a separate thing.
I know, unlike him, if you told me that the day before my birthday with a newer marriage, if that's ruining my birthday, and I'm not going to be able to separate the two issues. It's all I'm going to be thinking about because you're bringing stress into the relationship. Because for you, it may be normal that that's a friend, but to him, he views it as a threat.
I agree. I think this was avoidable. When you bring an ex into it, an ex-fun bunny guy, it's insulting. It really is, because we don't bring guys that we used to have fun with and no commitment with and flaunt it in front of our husband who we love, care, and cherish. But with Talon coming in, that's disrespectful. Your husband needs to be respected.
Oh, whoa, okay, so Debbie's getting applause from Johan. Johan, Danielle says that you are very jealous. Do you think you are a jealous person?
Pero, ¿quién no va a ser celoso? Que te diga tu pareja, voy a verme con un ex. Aunque usted no es celoso, usted va a sentir celos, mi hermano. Si usted siente algo por esa persona.
I feel like Danielle can't catch a break here because personally, I feel like I am that person that's always like, oh, they're going out with their ex or whatever. But I should be beyond that. I'm old enough. Like, I need to have evolved to be like, I need to trust the person. If I can't trust them, well, then why am I in the relationship to begin with? Do you know what I mean? I mean, I also feel
but
it's a new situation for them. This is the first of that.
Yeah, and I don't know that it's trust. Jealousy and trust are different. So maybe he trusts her, but he's still jealous.
He feels it's disrespectful.
Exactly.
He feels it's disrespectful.
Danielle, just.
Oh man, let me read what you're saying because boy, all these guys are doing is just talking gibberish. Anyway, do you see the standard routine that Daniel's 21-year-old son does? Nope. Tim the simp. I really hope Johan meant what he said about being over. We saw how cold Danielle could be all season, and she deemed Johan every episode exactly. Imagine if you be on Team Spot until all, you would send each and every one of them home crying. Listen, man, 100%, man. I'll let them know exactly what's going on. I would let no one escape from any questions. Like, yo, if TLC was ever to reach out to me and say, hey man, we really want you to be a part of the show, right? We really want you to be a part of like hosting something, you know, like a tell or whatever, right? I'll be like, yeah, I'm good. I'll be like, yeah, but you cannot tell me what I can ask. You cannot tell me what I can ask. Nope. I ain't selling my soul to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? No, I will come here as long as I can ask the questions that I want to ask. I don't want no other questions you'll be giving me. You know what I mean? I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Remember that. Remember that. Can't help but remember when Baba told Danielle to stay away from peanuts, and then the first night in DR, Johan ate $200 in peanuts that Danielle had paid for. I bet they start bringing Gabe back to these smart smart messes. Yeah, I see you saying that. In my opinion, Sean's time is up and Sharp Entertainment is maybe looking to have Tim and Veronica see if the viewers are gonna like them as a host. Oh, you never know. You never know. It ain't gonna make no bloody difference, is it? How you doing, Kira 9? Candice, nothing has been said about Danielle and her finances, her son, etc. Season pretty much everything has been swept under the rug. Oh, they sweep everything under the rug. Wow, Debbie can actually see something right for once. She's wrong. It does all go together. How are you going to do something disrespectful to your husband and then expect a thank you the next day? Facts. Oh no. She's making herself act her age. Can't help but remember. Oh, no, that's that. All right, let's go.
It's a flip script. I'm just curious. It's your birthday. He tells you, my ex is in town and I want to have dinner with her, but you're invited.
I would invite her to my birthday party. I'll be like, I want to meet this bitch. Like, I'm a completely different person. Yeah. I'm like completely different. I'm a different breed, you know? Like, invite her over. I'd love to meet her. I got a lot of questions. The only like people that I've ever met in Johan's life are like 2 friends that I met once, and I don't know anybody else. So like I don't know anything about his exes. I don't know anything about his life before me. It's almost like he was dropped from the sky and placed in front of me. So I'm very different in that I want to meet all the people. I want to know about you. So that's kind of why I approach my life that way too. And no one else is a threat to me because no one else is me. Like,
but you're acknowledging how unique you are. So wouldn't you think that you already go into it assuming that no one else is going to be this way, and certainly not your husband?
I mean, he knew I was that way when he met me. In the beginning, I think Johan was just like, yeah, I trust you. We need to work on communication. And then as the relationship progressed, he kind of dug his heels in a little bit more about a lot of things, not just this. So I don't want to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. You know, like either you love me and you trust me, or you're never going to be happy in this relationship with me because I live in the world. Like I don't, keep to myself. I have a big circle. You know.
But he said he loves you, and he said he trusted you. What he said is that it hurt him.
Yeah.
Right. So that's different.
If you said like, hey, I'm inviting you to come, but if you don't want me to go, then we just won't go. But it was never given to him as an option of it just not happening, period. It was either you come with me or I go alone. What if he just wasn't comfortable with that?
I think that would be really dangerous for our relationship.
For him to not want to have a hangout session with the last guy you were sleeping with?
I mean, for him to decide that who my friends can be, yeah, that would be a problem for me. It almost seems like your wife is property, and I should have a say.
I think you should have some say so on what your husband does. Like, that's part of a marriage or a
like
partnership.
It's both ways, because you tell him what to do all the time. And he just told you, like, this one thing he didn't want you to do.
Isabel, would it be okay if
you gotta ask that question.
met up with a former love and went to see that person without you?
Absolutamente no.
It's kind of like a sacrifice. Like when you married him, you gotta sacrifice some things. Not like all your friends, but it's like, maybe I won't hang out with friends that I had sex with.
Pero para mí no es un sacrificio. La palabra no es sacrificio. La palabra es más respeto.
Yo estoy de acuerdo contigo. I think it's a respect issue. It's not him controlling you.
But Tim and Veronica, you guys are exes and hang out all the time.
We do. But, and I will say, first of all, we deal with all kinds of drama for it. And we've both had situations where we've made plans and we've had to call each other and be like, hey, look, I told my boyfriend, I told my girlfriend, they're not comfortable with it. And I have to prioritize my partner right now.
Absolutely, yeah.
We also didn't talk to each other for a year.
After we broke up.
Yeah. Right? So, like, I think it's a little different.
Because, again, you have to have boundaries. Like, and we know all about boundaries, don't we, Veronica?
Yes, we do. Well, speaking of exes, we brought Danielle's ex, Taylor, here today to hear his thoughts. Please welcome Taylor.
What's up, everybody?
Hi there.
How's it going?
How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Great. Your ears must have been ringing.
I heard a few things back there.
Yeah. Your name has been out here for quite a while. So, Taylor, you messed up Johan's birthday party.
I wasn't aware it was his birthday.
Yes.
What's up, Johan?
Taylor, how would you describe your friendship with Danielle?
Regular friendship. We definitely don't talk nearly as much, obviously, now. But it's still someone I can go to when I, have questions and just need someone to talk to in general, so, yeah.
Any romantic feelings left?
No.
None?
Those days are past.
Johan, how do you feel about Taylor being in the same city and the same studio with Danielle?
No me siento cómodo. Fueron pareja. Tuvieron relaciones. Y Daniel tiene foto de él en la casa. Yo estoy con Daniel hasta que se cumpla el contrato de la casa. Cuando se termine el contrato, ella coge su lado y yo el mío.
Oh, no.
Daniel tiene foto de él en la casa. Entonces hay un interés todavía. Y yo, el idiota, el estúpido.
He found a picture of Taylor.
Hay un interés
I have
todavía.
every picture
It's
ever.
not hanging on a wall.
No, I don't have like Taylor when you walk in. It's like in a drawer with all my other pictures from my life. I have every photo that has ever been taken in my life since I'm in first grade.
But he just said he thinks you're still interested in him.
I will 100% acknowledge and apologize for any hurt that I caused my husband. I love him so much, and I never ever want to hurt him. But, the most important thing to me is that Johan understands that it doesn't matter who I've had sex with because he is my husband. He's the person I want to be with, and no one else is a threat to that. And I want him to feel secure in that.
Do you think she's interested in you? No.
All right, I want to go back now and see what originally caused the hostility between Johan and Taylor. Let's take a look.
How are you?
It's good to see you. So am I gonna get to meet Johan?
He's like not thrilled about the idea that I'm sitting down with, someone that I had a relationship with in the past.
I'm surprised you can even be with someone like that, knowing you.
As soon as I made the decision that I was moving here and I got off that plane, he was like a completely different person.
Being around someone that's older and more mature, I think it's gonna be huge for him.
He's not as open.
Me and Danielle's relationship started as a friendship. Obviously, it turned into a sexual thing. She's by far the most mature woman I've ever been with.
Bueno, ella dijo, se expresó.
The moment that Taylor said that Danielle is by far the most mature woman he's ever been with, right? That was the moment that I processed why he's still single. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just deep that. If Danielle was the most mature woman you've ever been with, then it makes sense why you're still single, to be honest with you. Like, there's no ignoring that. If you don't want to share anything, if you don't want to share something with your partner out of fear, they will use it against you in a fight. It means you're in the wrong relationship. True. Danielle still wants the ex. You can just tell. Here comes Mr. Size 14 shoes. TLC needs to wake up. She's sus. He played both. Johan looks beyond annoyed. He's happy that their marriage is breaking off. Danielle kept him to make jealous, which is now backfired on her. That's a fair point, to be fair, but some women do bring men in or something in to try and make their current person jealous, isn't it? But yeah, no, I hear that. But they want that chase or something. I don't know. It's some psychological. Nope. The ex has no more romantic feelings because he knows she's broke and pretended she was paying all the bills. Laugh aloud. He's going to say yes. I'm still in love. Come on. Why is Taylor even matter here? I think it's mistake. Why is he even here? That we're together for a season, literally. How do you fully know someone after 3 months? True. Exactly, Jay Walks. Mature, exactly. If you paid attention, he said different things to Danielle and Johan. See? Mature equals old. Ooh. Celery, that's a good point. Maybe that's a good point. Maybe he meant she's the oldest person he's ever been with. Because that would make more sense than maturity is immaturity. Great job, Johan. Stand your ground. You told her that that there would be consequences if she met with Taylor, and she did anyway, because she thinks she can do what she wants. Exactly. It's a madness. It's a madness.
Feo de mí. Alguna cosa que no hubiera escuchado eso. Otra cosa nueva. Que yo soy un niño, como algo así.
That's not saying that you're a child. It says that...
Así tú hablas de tu esposo con tu amante, con tu ex pareja, que tú le dices a tu ex, mi esposo no es tan mente abierta, como burlándote de mí.
I wasn't making fun of you. I was asked a question about my relationship, and I answered honestly.
Te va a pesar esa decisión. Te va a pesar. Feo.
So I think that... I don't even know how to respond to this.
Después que tú decidiste traer a Taylor a esta relación se volvió un... Yo nunca te di mi aprobación que quería conocer a tu ex. Y eso te va a pesar mucho. Porque ya yo no te veo como una pareja que tengo que respetar, que tengo que dar amor. Bueno, cuando yo le dije eso a Daniel, yo le dije que de ahí en adelante la relación no iba a servir. Claro y pelado.
I think that, I understand that Johan is upset about the situation. I understand that he's upset about Taylor. I don't know what I can do to make that better because I can't change the past, so...
Yo, ¿cómo te explico? Yo estoy con Daniel hasta que se cumpla el contrato de la casa. Cuando se termine el contrato, ella coge su lado y yo el mío.
Oh, no.
If I don't control a thing, it doesn't...
El daño ya está hecho. Hablen o no hablen, ya no me interesa.
Oh, please, rethink this. It's fixable.
I don't know why they're all like, please, this is fixable. What's fixable? Like, some of you were on that stage fully saying that Danielle bullied him the whole season. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Gabe literally said that the whole season you was controlling everything, but the moment he wants to, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. And what's fixable? There's nothing to be fixed.
Tú y Daniel necesitan límite. ¿Qué amigos ella puede tener?
Ella puede tener el amigo que quiera, no me interesa ya. Ella puede tener todos sus amigos, todas sus parejas, ella lo puede tener. Ya no me interesa.
No. He cares.
Por mi madre, que estoy hablando en serio. No estoy jugando.
You keep saying, like, play with fire, you're gonna get caught, oh, you're gonna see, you're gonna find out. Not gonna lie, that's messed up. I don't like that at all.
Cuando empezamos la relación, Daniel y yo le dije, no me interesa conocer es pareja tuya. No quiero es pareja en esta relación, porque tuve una mala experiencia con una pareja igual. Daniela, eso se le entró por aquí y le salió por aquí. Es fácil. Tú no quieres compromiso, tú te quedas sola, no te cases. Si tú no quieres dar responsabilidad a tu esposo, no te cases.
I feel like this is like a power struggle because Danielle's very, she's in control. She runs, and he's kind of like, under her thumb a little bit. So he's using this to control the situation with her because this is the only thing that he has over her right now.
Man, the way Danielle was just dead silent, like, you know what I mean? Like when Danielle knows nothing's working in her favor, it's hilarious. She ain't saying nothing. She ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay Walk, you said it right there. Watch how Danielle fails answers when her husband asks mature questions. She ain't answering nothing. It's crazy because when in this season, whenever Johan asks her like a sensible question, a mature question, she would find a way to shut him down. Because there's multiple people, or I say multiple people, because, you know, it's Johan and Gabe and Veronica, I don't know, whoever is asking him these questions. She ain't looking to answer none of them. She's like, damn, man, everyone's ganging up on me. Maybe she bewitched him and now he's waking up. You never know. You never know, man. You never know, Dayo. She's a tricky one. She's a tricky one. You know what I mean? Like, she can't be trusted.
Danielle, how are you feeling right now?
It just feels ridiculous. Like, I hear what Gabe is saying. I feel like that's very valid. And I'm also willing to relinquish all control of all things. Like, at any time, I will give up all control over all things.
You said that's him for?
I think that I've always asked him to be an equal partner. You know, I've always asked him.
That's not you giving up control. There's a difference between equal partners and being submissive.
If I don't control a thing, it doesn't get done. That's my experience with Johan. I don't want to do all the things. I would love for him to take control over some things. But if I'm not home right now, I don't pay the rent isn't getting paid.
Yo quiero decir algo. Johan, eres el hombre de la casa, sí. Y tú quieres que tu autoridad como el hombre de la casa se respete, pero no es imponiendo este tipo de cosas. Que nadie te obligó a casarte, Johan. Fue tu decisión, tú lo decidiste, fue la mujer que elegiste.
Cuando tú inviertes en una empresa y tú ves que esa empresa no quiere progresar, no quiere echar para adelante, habla mal de ti, no te quiere ayudar, no quiere hacer nada por ti, entonces tú pierdes todo. Ya sea algo por esa empresa, entonces manda toda la...
Is he really serious?
Pero Johan, ella nos está contando que ella paga la renta.
Ella paga todo con el dinero que yo le doy. ¿Por qué ella no dice eso? Sí, porque nos dividimos mitad y mitad de la renta y de todo. Ella no, que no se llene la boca hablando que ella paga todo, ella paga todo.
Danielle, is that true? Do you guys split things 50-50?
No,
Okay.
No, we don't split everything 50-50.
Well.
I think he wants to appear like he has power in a situation because he feels humiliated. I feel like I have no idea who I'm going to get when I walk off the stage. You know, he's never really learned how to have a healthy relationship. So it's like I have to either be unbelievably patient and just not let myself get impacted by it, or I have to leave him. It's like I don't see him changing.
Johan, where do you feel your relationship with Danielle stands right now?
Del 1 al 10, en el 0.
Do you think it can get back up to a 10?
No pienso, ¿no?
I think that there's a lot of other things that are going on here. I don't think it's just about Talon. So I think he needs to be willing to go to therapy with me so that we can figure out what the root of our issues are so we don't have the same problem again.
Yeah.
No me interesa terapia. Eso no se usa aquí.
Talon, after listening to this conversation that has brought Danielle to tears, do you...
I don't know why Talon's opinion matters, to be honest with you. Like, it's weird as hell. You know what I mean? Imagine asking someone's ex, like, why are you asking the ex? Opinion is irrelevant. No one seems to want to understand cultural differences. She's in a country, she needs to adjust. It's true. Ain't no lies there. How rudely she demeans him on national TV. Relish control of all things. She must have kicked the coconut clockwise instead of counterclockwise. Veronica has dropped some tips. What? To keep the new partner. What? What's a PLBS? I don't know what PLBS is.
Feel that Johan is the right man for her?
Every relationship has their issues, and like Danielle has every right to have friends still, whether they're male or female. So I think Johan just has to get over that. I feel like it's more on his end now than it is on her end.
All right, Talon, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem, thank you.
We appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, for sure.
How the hell did we get here, Rashid? Isabel is a lesbian in your opinion? How did we get there? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Why is she a lesbian? I'm invested in this answer. Like, elaborate, please.
Tim and Veronica, thank you for giving us your perspectives and insight today.
All right, Sean, thanks so much.
Well, Danielle and Johan, there have been a lot of hurdles in your relationship, and we hope you can work them out.
Me too.
And with that, I want to thank all of you for opening up to us here on 90 Day Fiancé. The other way, the couples tell all. It has been a pleasure watching each and every one of your journeys. I'm Sean Robinson, and I'll see you next time. Cast, this is a wrap. Thank you so much. Great job, everyone.
Gosh.
Wonderful job.
Thank you.
Very much. 90 Day Fiancé tell all.
Wow. I don't think that this relationship is really over, but I also never have any idea how he's going to respond. I'm always going to fight for my marriage. Like, I love my husband very much. Like, we're both very emotional. We both say things we don't mean, we're angry, and we both need to work on that. But we're both coming into this relationship with so much trauma that we need someone to help us work through it. And I'm hoping that I can convince him to consider therapy.
Oh, girl, good luck.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Yeah, it was nice to meet you, and good luck. Good luck to you. All right.
Bye.
Knock, knock, knock.
Number
3.
Oh, you're taking off?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love you.
We all got problems. Sometimes when you get into kerfuffles, you end up solving problems. Me and Isabel, at the end of the day, we love each other. I just want to continue to elevate our relationship, know more about each other, and maybe we'll be in the U.S. one day. Maybe, I don't know, to visit.
Creo que Chris es una excelente mentirosa y manipuladora y todo el mundo.
I just can't anymore. You know what, Rashid? I'm done with Rashid, man. Yo, Rashid, please stop coming back to the chat, man. You're here to cause havoc. You know what though? I saw who said it. Who said it? Somebody said don't elaborate. Somebody was like don't elaborate, and this guy comes back and he elaborates. I'm not even gonna read what you said there. I'm not even gonna. I don't know what that drama was still. Okay. Anyway, with that being said, thank you so much everyone for coming through. Okay, really appreciate you guys coming through. I'll catch you guys obviously tomorrow with the first episode of 90 Day Fiancé season 6, episode 1 of For the 90 Days. Yes. And yeah, we'll leave it as that. Thank you so much for your time, man. It's a madness. We out. Peace.